German car manufacturers really like giving such names for their cars that are just a bunch of seemingly random numbers and letters, and sometimes it can be confusing. And it's not any different in BeamNG Drive, especially when it comes to the ETK 800 series. However, this car has a pretty understandable naming format. It is in fact very informative and straightforward once you understand it. And that's why I chose this car for the second part of my BeamNG model naming and trim level explaining video series. So let's see the meaning behind those numbers and letters. I feel the power. So the model name always begins with a 3-digit number, where the first digit is 8, because this is the 800 series, and then the second digit refers to the number of doors. It can be 4 or 5, because the car has a sedan and a station wagon body style, and the third digit refers to the number of cylinders in the engine, which can be 4 or 6, because the car has a 2-liter inline 4 and a 3-liter inline 6 engine. And after this number, there can be different letters, which have the following meaning. X means all-wheel drive, XC means that it is an all-wheel drive all-road config with a higher suspension and a bit different body kit. TT means that it's a sportier model. It shouldn't be confused with the TT Sport models, by the way, but I will talk about them later. And there is TTX, which logically means that it's a sportier model with all-wheel drive. What's weird though is that if the car has a 4-cylinder engine, it cannot be a TT model, but if it has an inline 6-cylinder engine, then it is always a TT variant, except for the all-road version. Anyway, after all this, there comes yet another number, which indicates the approximate amount of power in horsepower. And if there is a letter D after this number, then it means that the car has a diesel engine. And now let's talk about the TT Sport models, because their naming system is a bit different. It also begins with the 3-digit number, and then it simply continues with TT Sport. However, there are 3 different versions of this model. There is the TT Sport with 441 horsepower and rear-wheel drive, the TT Sport Plus with 502 horsepower and all-wheel drive. Both cars have a dual-clutch transmission. And finally, there is the TT Sport Heritage Edition with 463 horsepower, rear-wheel drive and a manual transmission. And even though in the vehicle selector we only have a station wagon TT Sport and a sedan TT Sport Plus, I don't think it means that these are the only body size featured of the certain model. The developers probably simply added these 2 configs only because they didn't want to add all the possible variations of this car. As for the Heritage Edition, I think it only comes with a sedan body. And now finally, we only have one configuration left we haven't talked about, and this is the Renspect 8R. The relation between Renspect and ETK is kind of similar to Alpina and BMW in real life, and this car has a 4.4 liter natural aspirated V8 engine producing 502 horsepower, and it also has a bit different exterior and interior styling, which makes this car feel a bit more luxurious. So I think I've mentioned everything important regarding the model naming system of the ETK 800 series. Also, I collected here into a table all the performance statistics of different engine options for this car. And here is also a chart displaying the model naming system. So with all that, I really hope my video was helpful. If you have any suggestions about what vehicle should I cover in the next video, then write it in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.